Hello there, welcome in to the latest edition of the SAU Baseball Coaches Show. I'm Daniel Gallegos, joined alongside head baseball coach Steve Browning. And coach, still battling through this unbelievable spring with all the rain, the precipitation, and everything that has gone on with all the schedule changes and whatnot. But we'll go ahead and we'll go back a little bit. This past week of action, your team's starting to hit their stride a little bit. You go on the road, face a Delta State team, a traditional rival with us. Come away with the one-run win on the road there, so big victory against Delta. And then you remain on the road, go to Ouachita Baptist, drop the first game, but then you battle back and win the next two games to take the series. And then even most recent action in midweek against Ouachita again at home. A slugfest, gloves off, anything goes. You come away with the one-run win there as well. Talk about the last week of action and kind of what you saw out of your team.
Well, like you said, Delta, traditional rival. I mean, it's a lot of good ball games been played between us two, and it's fun to play them. There's a reason why we still play Delta. I have as much respect for their program as anybody, and I think the feelings are mutual. I know this: anytime you play, it's going to be a marathon game, and it's going to be a tight, intense game. Whether it's a 10-0 game that turns into a 10-9 game, or whether it's a one-run ball game like it was throughout the game the other day. But saw some good things. Got good starting pitching against Delta, and Mazo come out through really well. We were able to get some guys in throughout the middle of the game, and then turn the ball over to Jace Powers, who had kind of been limited just because not playing. That was our first midweek game since the first or second week of the year, and so some of our bullpen guys hadn't got as much work in with our starters going so deep. So turned the ball over to Jace, and he threw the ball really well there to close out the game against Delta, and picked up a big win on the road at their place. Kind of led us into Ouachita. We knew it was going to be a tough series. We play on a wet field like everybody else is right now. Things didn't go our way game one for us. Their hats off to them. I think OBU has some of the best starting pitching, that we're going to face all year long as far as the staff's concerned. And they threw the ball really well on Saturday, and I thought we got off to a good start offensively, and then our bats were kind of held in check the rest of the game. But bounced back on Sunday with Simpson coming out and throwing like he did. I mean, unbelievable start that he had, probably his best start since he's been here for us, and threw the ball well. But the thing about it is, you look up, and I think about the sixth inning, it was still 0-0, and both teams had 2 hits on the board. Their guy was throwing well, Simpson was throwing well. Our guy was just a little better on the back end, and we got a break, got a couple little just hits to kind of get some things going, and was able to stretch the lead and get a big win there. Game 3 was obviously didn't start off the way we want to, down 5-0, in the first inning. As a matter of fact, 7-1 going into the 6th, and our guys they hung in there. And again, OBU starting pitcher did a great job. Finally, just kind of wore him down, got him out of there. And sometimes when you get that pitcher out of there, it's not that the guy's coming in is not very good. It's just like it's a relief. Your hitters are like, oh, good, that guy's gone. And again, 6th inning, just scratched together and scored 3 runs. And you go into the 7th, the last inning, and you're still down 3. And again, we put some really good at-bats together, and you look up, we score 5 runs and get out of there with a win, which propels us to play OBU again on Tuesday. And I guess same story, different day or whatever. We're down 5-0 in the first, but our guys responded with 3 runs in the first and 6 runs in the second. And it was just it was a slugfest. It was a heavyweight bout, and we score, they score, we take the lead, they take the lead, and it was that day where I think I told our team in the 7th inning, it's going to come down to the last at bat. Who gets the last at bat? And luckily, we were the home team, and that's what happened. 10th inning, we 2 strikes, and Reichstein struggled a little bit this year, and you know what? He got off a good swing, and the ball game was over. And we'll take it. It was a big, it didn't count as conference, but obviously it was a big regional win for us, and hopefully that'll just kind of get us going in the right direction as we kind of start the second half of the season here.
Talk about, you play Ouachita or just any team in conference. You play them 3 games, and really the mindset is conference play as you're trying to position yourself in the conference standings going into the conference tournament. But then also you play a midweek after the fact in a game that doesn't count towards the conference record but still counts in region game. And so what's kind of the mindset going in knowing that you just had a 3-game battle with them over the weekend into a midweek game to where, ideally you would like to see some things, get some guys some work in on the mound and things like that?
Well, I think you have to spin it with the fact that it's the importance of it. It is an in-region game against a very good team that's going to be there at the end of the year. And kind of what I told our guys is, okay, we were fortunate to win the series. You're up 2-1. You go into this game on Tuesday, you drop that game, now it's 2 games to 2. and going into a regional top setting, when you're looking at the regional bracket or the regional committee's looking at it, you win that game and now you're up 3-1. 3-1 looks a lot better than 2-2, and and I'm sure we'll see those guys again. I think I hope we're both fortunate enough to be in the conference tournament at the end of the year, and that game Tuesday is one of those games it could come back and help you at the end of the year for sure. But the mindset is, right now, and it's the same thing. We got Henderson 3 games this weekend, Henderson midweek. And then we do the same thing with Tech in a couple weeks. Ideally you wouldn't like to play the same team again midweek, but just the way the schedule was this year, trying to get games in, it's the way it fell. But it makes that game, I'll tell you what, it makes that game a little more intense. It means a lot, because especially with the way our weekend win at OBU and winning the game like we did, we knew they were going to come out ready to go on Tuesday. And I think it just added more fuel to the fire.
Spinning things forward to this upcoming weekend, taking on the other team in Arkadelphia, Henderson State. 3 games here were supposed to be played at home here at Walker Stadium, but again, with all the rain that's gone on, not only previous, but going on this week and on into the weekend, the series is being shifted to Conway. We're going to play at UCA's field. It's now a neutral site against Henderson State. They're a team that started off the year very hot, going 4-0 in the Houston Invitational, got nationally ranked, got up there pretty high, got off to, again, a great start. But at conference play, things have sort of kind of evened out a little bit, but still a very good ball club, obviously, going in. So talk a little bit about that matchup in an important series.
Well, one, going to this, the thing that really I think changes everything is we're going from a home game to a neutral game. And, I'm not going to say that gives them any more advantage over us, but I know this, we don't get to sleep in our own bed. We don't get to enjoy the benefits of playing on our own field. Now we got to go play on a neweutral site, which, it's fine. At this level, and the way the spring's been, you do what you do to play. You do whatever it takes to play is what you got to do, and that's where we're at. Forecast doesn't look good here. It looks pretty decent up at Conway. They got a turf infield. They just happen to be on the road this weekend, and so we were fortunate enough to get their field. But Henderson, like you said, they're good. You don't become a top 10 team, top 15 team in the nation if you didn't show that you deserve to be there. It's just, I think when you talk about things even out in conferences, our conference is that good. On any given weekend, you can lose a series to anybody in our conference. I don't think there's one team in our conference you go, okay, well, this is automatic a series win. You're going to have to fight and scrap for it. So we expect that, we're going to get their best punch, and we just got to, we got to be able to punch right back and look for it to being a good series. They got good starting pitching. They got some hitters in the lineup. They're playing defense. Coach Hooten and his staff done a really good job putting together a really good team this year. So, all we can do is load up, go to Conway, and battle the elements, and put forth our best, effort and see what happens.
The series is originally supposed to be Friday, Saturday at home. Are there any further changes going to Conway?
Yeah, we're gonna, just because of the rain that they've got in your standing today and the chance of rain they have Friday morning, we're gonna go ahead and back it up. We're gonna go single 9 Saturday at 4. That allows for everybody to travel up Saturday. And then we'll do the double header Sunday at 1. And trying to play in the best field conditions possible, which is probably gonna be Sunday. So we'll play the 1 9-inning game at 4 o'clock on Saturday, and double header at 1 on Sunday, and hopefully our crowd can, it's not that far of a drive, and hopefully we can still get pretty good attendance.
We appreciate it very much for your time. Again, that's head baseball coach Steve Browning. He and his Mule Riders now going to Conway to play at a neutral site against Henderson State, a pivotal GAC series about midway through the GAC season. Coach, best of luck and thank you.
Thank you.